Malayalis hail from God's own country, as Kerala is affectionately called. It's a relatively small state on the southwestern coast of India, which boasts of being the most literate state in India. It's perhaps this primal emphasis on education that has led Malayalis to make an impact not only in India but many other parts of the world. So what is it that defines a Malayali? Some say it is the delicious coconut-based cuisine. Well, that may be true, but thankfully there is more. An enduring belief that education is the way ahead. Pride in our rich culture and heritage. And perhaps most importantly, an instinct for self-help. The earliest migrants from Kerala came to Singapore in the 19th century, mostly Mappilas, who were Muslims from Kerala's northern Malabar districts. Records show that by 1911, there were just over 1,000 Malayalis in Singapore, out of 28,000 Indians. In Singapore, Malayalis form the second largest subgroup in the Indian community after the Tamils. The Singapore Malayali Association was formed in 1917 as the Kerala Mahajana Sangam and was formally registered the following year. It became perhaps the first Malayali association outside of India. The first management committee of the association was made up of a group of committed and socially conscious men. Mr. V.R. Menon was elected the first president of the association. Over the next 100 years, the association had several changes to its name, from Kerala Mahajana Sangam to the Malayali Association in 1918, to the Singapore Kerala Samajam in 1947, to Singapore Kerala Association in 1959, before finally settling on Singapore Malayali Association in 2006. The changes in name were reflective of the change in the composition of the Singapore Malayali community and its increasing rootedness to Singapore. A common binding factor for the members was their mother tongue, Malayalam. At all times, the office bearers of the association were from diverse backgrounds. There were no religious or other affiliations present that detracted from its main purpose: to serve the community and to celebrate and rejoice in a shared language and heritage. Prime Minister Lee Hsien Loong, who was then Deputy Prime Minister, highlighted this in his speech in 1998. He said, "Perhaps the most noteworthy achievement of the Malayali community is its ability to manage its own cultural diversity." Although the Malayali community includes Hindus, Muslims, Syrian Christians, and Roman Catholics, tolerance and mutual understanding underpin relations among them. In Singapore, the collaborative celebration of Onam by all these Malayali groups evidences the strong social glue which keeps the Malayali community intact and vibrant. That same year, to commemorate its 80th anniversary, the Singapore Kerala Association led the other Malayali organizations in Singapore to make a significant contribution to the larger Indian community in an area of need. IT Services Cooperative was set up with the aim of putting a personal computer in the home of every Indian household that can't afford it. This remains a motivation for finding fresh ways to contribute to the larger Indian community and Singapore society at large. Today, the Singapore Malayali Association marks 100 years since its humble beginnings in 1917. Much has changed, and the association has evolved to remain relevant, yet some things must remain unchanged. The Malayali community's emphasis on education, pride in our culture and heritage, and an enduring belief in self-help. Perhaps more significantly, the Malayali community will strive to continue to show gratitude for the opportunity Singapore has given us to be relatively successful. We believe these activities will not only contribute to society and help build trust, it will at the same time instill a sense of pride in members of the community for making a difference as Singapore Malayalis. And today, the Singapore Malayali Association scores a century.